There are many ways to tell a story. You can begin with a scene, maybe. A man is sitting in a room. That's not very active, but you can say a bespectacled journalist is sitting in his blue jacket in a chair in a radio studio. Now, with radio, you can mix in the sounds. Maybe there's a sound of music playing in the distance. Maybe someone's listening to the radio. Or maybe somebody's humming a tune. Or maybe somebody's shouting something. All of these add to the scene. And the way that we weave those things together hopefully helps people paint a more clear portrait in their head. We're coming to 6 o'clock on 90.3. There's more All Things Considered to come. My name is Tony Ganser. I'm the afternoon host and digital producer here at IdeaStream. Every day, beginning at about 3 o'clock, I host The World and All Things Considered on WCPN 90.3. Coming next, we'll have a story about German Chancellor. And in the rest of the day, I'm producing packages, writing newscasts, looking up stories, doing research, all the fun things reporters get to do. A lot of a journalist's day is spent reading, so it's just constant research. So if I don't know about an issue, I have to read until I do know about that issue. And this is one thing that reporters need to be careful of. You come up with a hypothesis. You say, I think I know what the story is here, and I'm going to ask him my questions based on my hypothesis. And maybe he's going to say, well, you've got it all wrong. Actually, reality is this way. In which case, I haven't lost anything. In this case, my story is going to be more accurate and hopefully more interesting because I'm getting the real stuff. So when we get there, we'll interview this vice president, probably in an office, and then we'll take a tour, just walking around his facility. And I'll record him all the while. Maybe he'll repeat things that he said in the office, but in radio, it's always better to have more content, more stuff that you can sift through later than less. I have always been very curious, even from being a little kid. And growing up, I never lost that curiosity. It just kind of blossomed from there into college. My undergrad major was journalism and mass communication, and my minor was writing. So I pretty much wanted to get down the basics of how to write a clear and concise sentence. After college, I got a job in Phoenix. I was a morning producer for the major NPR station there. After a while there, I started getting involved in the German-speaking community. There was a pretty big German-speaking community in Arizona.
Wir wollten wirklich keinen Komfort und
Sylvia Bond says she and her traveling companion wanted no comfort in their vacation and wanted to experience the life of real cowboys.
Knowing a little bit of German was a cultural bridge for me, that all of a sudden I was accepted at more of their events, and I could say Guten Tag and all of these little phrases that you might recognize, and just that little step helped me be part of their community. From there, I got a job in Switzerland because I was now fluent in German. I had studied a little bit of French. In Switzerland, those are 2 of its 4 official languages. So I became a correspondent based in Zurich.
Das habe ich niemals gesehen. Und viele Verkleidungen. Ich habe Bären gesehen und Löwen und Super Mario Brothers. Das fand ich sehr toll.
Coming in 6 minutes, we'll have the weekly political roundup, June jobs numbers, and immigration protest. When you're a journalist, even a general assignment journalist, you will come across financial issues because it's part of society. That's one of the things that makes news. What affects people's money? When I was in Switzerland, I was particularly close to financial issues because Switzerland is a financial powerhouse in the center of Europe. So I talked to a lot of important people about Swiss banks, but I would also tell stories about taxes and tax evasion because it's part of life over there. And I'm fortunate now because now I can understand some of the things going on in the States a little better. To be a good journalist, someone needs to be a good listener. You need to listen to all sides and be able to really process that information in a way that everyone else can understand. Sometimes you'll come across someone who has a very specialized job, or a professor who's been studying just one thing for 20 years. But I get to sit there with him for a while and share that passion, and then share that with everyone else. On 90.3, I'm Tony Ganser. We're coming to about 6 o'clock. Thanks for listening.